On December 7th, 1941, there was an unprovoked, unmerciful attack on Pearl Harbor. On February 24th, 2022, Russia made an unprovoked, unmerciful attack on Ukraine. In comparison, Pearl Harbor is a day that will live in infamy. The day Russia invaded Ukraine is a day marked as a day that will perpetrate atrocity. Russia is committing war crimes and atrocities in this blasphemous campaign against Ukraine and the inevitable genocide committed. Will you sit back and watch the world step in to try and remedy and assist? Nay, I call upon you to do what you can to help and assist the Ukrainian people. Since the invasion began, numerous reports have been on world news outlets such as CNN, the New York Times, and the Wall Street Journal of atrocities committed. Hospitals leveled to the ground. Independent observers found Ukrainian mass graves with men, women, and children lining the shallow pit. This shocking revelation has come out as forces have retreated from battlefields, as the Ukrainian people have stood against all odds and repelled the Russian troops. Just as the Ukrainians have stood against all odds, the world must stand against this wholesale violation of a nation's peaceful sovereignty. We must rise against being armchair warriors and do our part to help. You can do several things as a supporter of the Ukrainian cause. An easy example of trying to support is to raise awareness of the plight of the Ukrainians. What can you do? You raise awareness of these dastardly deeds committed by Russia towards the Ukraine. One may take to social media and expose these terrible acts of the Russian army. One can wear a Ukrainian flag of your clothes to bring about an understanding of the issue. You spread the truth about the great atrocities perpetrated against civilians, the Ukrainian nation's men, women, and children. In addition, try donating to causes that support the Ukrainians. We are on a precipice of a great conflict that could spread across the globe. Your actions of indecision could end up perpetrating a world war with the axis of evil that is supporting and committing great evil atrocities against not only Ukrainians, but against all of humanity. We must act now to end this injustice. Just as it takes many drops of water to fill an ocean, the sea will turn sour if no water is added, and the waters will be unfit for life. We must do our part to protect the rights of men, women, and children to live in sovereign peace in their own country. If we all do our part, we may defuse a time bomb that could lead to another world war of conflict on an international scale. In conclusion, we must realize that history is happening as we speak. Now is a great time where we may step up and rise to the call of action. We can sit around and do nothing or rise to the call. Our efforts, however small, may serve to avert a powder keg that could very well lead to the Third World War. We must raise awareness, spread the word of the good and the evil committed, and donate monies to help this urgent and very noble cause. If we had the internet and the mass media as we have today, think of the good things we could have done when Hitler invaded Poland. If we had stopped Hitler when he did this, millions of lives would not have perished. Putin is a modern-day war criminal and a tyrant in his own right. We must rise and do everything we can to stop these grave actions committed against the Ukraine by Russia. You can control death, atrocity, and genocide. Do what you can. Idle effort in this case will lead to massive casualties. Thank you.